See absolute value equations. What is the goal to find the absolute value equations? Solve absolute value equations algebraically and graphically. So see here definition of absolute value. A number's absolute value is its distance from 0 on the number line. So see here number line, x-axis, y-axis, distance of x from 0 to -3 and 0 to +3. So absolute value of positive 3 is positive 3 and absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. So value of x is equal to 2. So value of x from 0 to this 2 up to this 2, that is +2, and value of this x from 0 to -2. So x is equal to -2 and x is equal to +2. These are the absolute values of x. Distance cannot be negative. Now absolute value principle for equation. For any positive numbers c and any algebraic expression x, the solution of absolute value of x is equal to c are those numbers that satisfies the x equal to -c, x is equal to -c, or x is equal to +c, x is equal to -c, or x is equal to +c. So absolute value are two, one is negative and one is positive. So the equation of absolute value is equal to 0 is equivalent to the equation x equal to 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0. So absolute plus 0 and -0 is equal to 0. So the equation mod of absolute value of x is equal to -c has no solution. So the equation absolute value of x is equal to -c has no solution because the distance never negative. To solve an absolute value equation, isolate the absolute value, then set up and solve two equations based upon the absolute value principle. The solutions of absolute value of x is equal to c are those numbers that satisfy x is equal to -c and x is equal to c. Now check your answers. Here solve the absolute value equations. Absolute value of x is equal to 6. Absolute value are 2. One x equal to positive 6 and one is absolute value of x is -6. So absolute value of positive 6 is 6 and absolute value of -6 is also 6. Now second equation we will see here. Absolute value of x plus 1 is equal to -2. It has no solution. So absolute value of it has two equations. X plus 1 is equal to positive 2. X plus 1 is equal to -2. So x plus 1 is equal to 1 and x is equal to -3. So we can find here mod of -3 plus 1 is equal to -2. So mod of absolute value of -2 is not equal to -2 and absolute value of 1 plus 1 is not equal to -2. So now next example we will see absolute value of 2x plus 3 is equal to -3 is equal to 6. So we will subtract plus 3 from both side. So we get here more absolute value of 2x plus 3 is equal to 9. So we can write two equations for that. 2x plus 3 is equal to positive 9. 2x plus 3 is equal to -9. So we get x equal to subtract minus 3 from both sides, so we get 2x by 2 is equal to 6. Then x is equal to positive 3. Here x is equal to, subtract minus 3 from both sides, so we get 2x by 2 is equal to minus 12 by 2. So we get here x is equal to negative 6. Okay, so then we have got the two values of x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 3. So we have got here two solutions. Now see next example. 2 into absolute value of 4x minus 2 plus 4 is equal to 12. So subtract minus 4 from both sides. So we get here mod of 2 by 2 is equal to 4x minus 2 is equal to 8 by 2. So mod of, or absolute value of 4x minus 2 is equal to, absolute value of is equal to 4. Now here we get the two equations. Here 4x minus 2 is equal to 4. So add 2 to both sides, we get here 4x is equal to 6. Now divide both sides by 4, so we get x is equal to 3 by 2. And here we get 4x minus 2 is equal to minus 4. Add 2 to both sides, so we get 4x is equal to minus 2. Now divide both sides by 4, so we get x is equal to minus 1 by 2 or negative 1 by 2. Now see here, this equation also has a two values. One is positive value and one is negative value. So in this way we have seen these absolute value equations and their solutions with some examples. These are the some examples. Absolute value are 2, but distance should not be negative, so distance must be positive. This is the absolute value principle for equations. Here two values of absolute values, distance of from 0 to negative side, left side and right side. Left side has a negative distance and right side has a, left side has a negative distance 2 2, and right side has a positive distance x equal to 2. X equal to mod of 3, that is absolute value of 3 is 3, and absolute value of my mod negative 3 is 3. Now see here definition of absolute value. A number's absolute value is its distance from 0 on the number line, but distance should not be negative. So in this way we have seen absolute value equations. If you are new on the channel, so you can like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching the whole video.